Hello there, wonderful world of YouTube. It is that time of year where all our planners start coming in, and I am so excited for this one. This is the Rosey Life order that I placed during their pre-order for their flow planner. I just ripped open the tape. I haven't opened the box, so it's going to be kind of in the first impressions with you guys. I was trying to preserve this beautiful flower sticker, but I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and open the box. First, making sure there's no invoice that's gonna show my address. And then we'll go ahead and open her up. And get some nice packing things. And I'm assuming that these are little freebies. These are some cute little washi tape stickers. And then I think these are also, yeah. Oh, I love this one. I love when things are folded because it just gives it a little bit extra oomph. There's like rose gold foiling on this lovely card right here. And I was actually one of the very fortunate customers to get one of these boxes. I follow them on Instagram, and they were posting how these were going to be very limited run, so if you got one, you got one. And luckily, I was one of the ones that was able to get one. And now we're opening this up. It's so funny. I'm seeing this right now because I'm unboxing this after they had their Black Friday sales. And I'm pretty sure I bought this magnet, but we'll go into that. So everything is really pink and cute. You get another little thank you card. Oh, this flower might be easier to preserve, the one that's on top of the bubble. Ooh. And this is actually my very first time seeing heart-shaped bubble wrapping, which I think is such a cute touch. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this gloss out of the way. I think I'm gonna use this probably to have like my current stickers or washi that I'm using for the month. It's a really sturdy box, so I'm gonna see where I can place it at, because it's not only sturdy, but it is also super cute. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and open up. These are the two things that I pre-ordered. One was the clear case, and then the other one was their flow planner in pink. I don't know why this year I went with so much pink, because even the Sterling Complete Planner, I got it in a B6. I also got it in pink. It's like a more mauvey pink, but pink nonetheless. And I'm actually super thankful to the Rosey Life Planner customer service department, because I had originally ordered a, oh, this is struggling to focus. Is it focused? I think it's focused. I had originally pre-ordered it in a B6, and then maybe like a few weeks before they shipped, I had asked if they'd be able to change it to an A5. I'm wondering why this is struggling to stay focused. Let me turn off the autofocus for a little bit, just so that it stops going in now. But yeah, so I had ordered this originally in a B6 without the clear cover, because I couldn't, when I pre-ordered this one, I didn't see the clear cover available. So I messaged them to see if I can get both of them added to my order. They were so lovely. They did the change. Luckily, these were still in stock at the time, so I was able to get them. One of the reasons I got this planner, I know, right, going on a tangent, was because they were originally going to release with kanji paper, I believe is what they said. Unfortunately, they weren't able to source the amount of paper in that paper type that they would need for the release, so they ended up going with traditional TRP. I'm assuming that this cute little book thing that we're gonna unbox right now is the freebie that they said that they would be adding in as a, like, an apology for the inconvenience of, like, is it koji? I gotta double check the video, but it's something that starts with a K. And that they said that they would basically be including some freebies, or a freebie with our order, just to kind of like help with that. But this is kind of like a pencil board. You could, no, actually no, it has pockets and a pen holder, which I think is really cool because the planner itself doesn't have one, so you can literally kind of just like place it in there with your pen. Since it's elastic, you should be able to fit quite different size pens. You also get this little gilded bow. You also get a gilded 2026. You get a cute little keep growing sticker as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in actually. Let's see if I can get this to stay focused. There we go. You get this little growth magnet, and I purchased this during their Black Friday PET sale. So now I'm gonna have two of these. So I will probably gift one. I didn't know we were gonna get this in the order. It's kind of a surprise to me, but I'll definitely gift it to one of my friends. And then this planner is a total tool to support my growth. I will not let it measure my worth is another cool little sticker that we have. And like I said, you can use these as little pockets. I'll put these in the little one so I don't get them stuck. And I think it's such a cute little addition. It's so funny that it's pink. Well, not funny, but it's such a cool coincidence that it is pink because the planner itself is pink. And now we're gonna do a walkthrough. So I'm gonna actually unbox this planner. And straight off the bat, it is it's a thick notebook. Like, the color is very much a soft pink. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off from under here. Let it kind of do its thing and focus. It is very much a baby pink. You have this cute little flower and fountain pen nib detail in the bottom corner. Now, when I pre-ordered this, I didn't see a variation of this where you can kind of like split it into two for like the half here. Alright, so apologies. I'm having some technical difficulties with my autofocus. It keeps wanting to go in and out of focus, if that makes sense. If anything, I'll swap it over to manual focus, but for right now, we're going to still try to tough it out and see where it goes. Let's go ahead and get started with this planner walkthrough. So per usual, you do get like the two very blank pages. I'm still on the fence if I want to do a washi dashboard here, but we will see. Next, you get the Rosey Life Flow, Freeing Lovelies of Overwhelm and Wander. Little code at the bottom. You get an empty grid section right here. And then you have your yearly overview and calendar over here. I don't know if I should zoom you guys in a little bit. Put that on mine. Then you have another type of yearly overview here. This one's really neat because you can kind of use it as a habit tracker, track little things. Here I might do a social media tracker. If any, yeah, probably will do a social media tracker here because I have 3 little spots and my 3 main posting areas are YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So it'd be really cool to see what days I post and what days I don't and where I tend to post the most. Here you have what the bullet journal will knows as a Calendex. And what I really like about this layout is that it looks like it's going to be spread out over 4 pages, which gives you a lot of writing space in for the months. This area you can also use for habit tracking, tracking birthdays, appointments, anything you really like. I know for my, the B6 Journaling Ink Planner, I use the Calendex area for my social media tracking because it kind of gives you like a better overview because it's a lot easier to see it. So we're gonna see how it goes. On the other pages, you do have your July through December, pretty much similar. You have your top section, your months here, and then you have a bottom section. And then you have a vision board area. And I like that it goes over 2 pages because you can really do a collage on one, and then you can like track any metrics you would really like to see throughout the year on the other side. Or you can do a full on like really nice vision board across 2 pages, which I always think is really cool when you kind of have it split into 2. It'll be interesting to see if I go the 1-page route or the 2-page route, but we will see. Here you have a yearly goal type of page. So here you have kind of like a yearly tracker, kind of like all set into one here. You have your type of goal, I guess what the yearly goal will be, like what goal you have for it towards the end of the year, and what action steps you're going to take to achieve that goal. Here, I'm not 100%. I think it's maybe similar. Type. I would have to see someone actually fill this out so I can have a better idea. But for me, I could probably track like how many uploads I do for social media or things of that nature. Type. You can do like a reading goal. Like, what's your reading goal? So this page is going to be really interesting because I know I didn't fill mine out last year on my sterling ink. And this one seems pretty similar, but I am hoping to fill it out. And then it goes into your quarterly breakdowns. All right, we're gonna zoom in so I can see if you guys are in focus, because I'm telling you, this thing is acting up. I'm just like, all right, but here you have the quarterly goals, which breaks it down to priorities. And this quarter, you have your 3 months within the quarter, which are January, February, and March. These are what your focus is going to be. Any tasks and deadlines you have during the quarter, and accomplishments, and the mini like reviews. You also get another blank sheet right next to it, which I think is super cool. You have kind of like a blank introduction into your month, and then you have a full month breakdown. Okay, as I was saying, so then you have another monthly overview here. You can also break this down into sections. I like how it also has kind of like a little task complete, little circles at the end. And again, you have another area for reviews or any notes you might want to do during the month. Then what I really like is that it goes into your calendar overview. So this planner really has multiple ways to kind of... Excuse me, little guy? What are you doing? Sorry, my cat's in here playing with the box. Go over there. Go over there, buddy. Go over there. But yeah, so then you have your monthly overview. Then you have another monthly type of overview. You have your full mini calendar here. So you have a full mini calendar over here on this side. You have kind of like a straight edge calendar edge as well on that side. And I'm thinking that this is kind of like projects or tasks that you have during the month that you would kind of like to be able to see through. And then here's kind of like the percentage of where you're at with that one. And then I think this is kind of like just an overview of tasks that you might have for the month. And then you go into your weeks for the month. Pretty simple. It does have a 24-hour timeline. I think that's what they would call it, which is something I was looking for. The Sterling ink unfortunately doesn't have the 24-hour timeline, but this is something I really wanted to do because I want to do time blocking within the weeks, just because it'll be easier to just transfer it to like towards the end of the week, kind of see where my time is going and how much time I'm spending. Then this was what kind of like really sold me when I watched her video of her posting it, was that it goes into a horizontal week overview, and you kind of have like a separate page for like your tasks, and again you have like the calendar overview with the week highlighted, which I think is kind of like a really neat concept. So as you can see, like right here you have like thoughts for possible tasks, you have the days broken down here, and you do have it like cut in half, but I mean you can use the whole week if you wanted to. I think for me visually it kind of allows for like a space break, if you will, so I can kind of condense here and then add any notes there. In my undated one, I use the weeks for like regular day-to-day planning, time blocking, and then in the back of my empty pages I was doing this horizontal weekly kind of overview to kind of test out the waters of how I wanted my planners to play out this upcoming year. And the fact that this one has it condensed into both is really cool, because this layout I want to use for my social media tracking, and I hadn't really noticed that the first time she posted the video or in her walkthrough of the planner itself, but I could probably use this side for, what is it called, what is it called again? I was gonna say habit tracking, but it's not habit tracking. My spend tracker? My budgeting area. So I can probably use this section for budgeting, see how much I'm spending on what days, types of things like that. And again, I like that you have like little tasks or to-dos, things that you can kind of check off. These circles are very subtle, so if you wanted to cover them and use them just kind of like a general notes page, you should be able to. And again, then it goes into the next week. And it's pretty much a similar breakdown. Go into week 2, your weeks. I believe after you're done with your weeks, something that you have an empty page, and then you start your dailies. Which another thing I like about the dailies is that they also have the 24-hour time block right here on the left side. So I think that's really neat. It also has an indicator for half the page if you kind of want to divvy it up. And it goes the whole month, and the dates are predated. And then it goes into the month of February, and it pretty much is going to follow that same concept where the month is all together, the weeks are all together, and then the dailies are all together. And that's pretty much how it's going to go, I'm pretty sure, until we hit quarter 2. Yes, until you hit quarter 2, and it gives you your quarterly goals again for now, the quarter 2 timeline. I like that it gives you that blank space to kind of work with, because you can do little mini vision boards. You can do kind of like social media trackers, where you are like budget wise, where you are like into your today life. Or you can even use this as a page to like kind of put like your favorite quotes, your favorite movies, any books you might have read. Like the options are really endless, and I really like that even here you have an empty page there, because again, it's kind of like an introduction to your month. You can kind of decorate as you would like, and then you still have like your little overview here to kind of see how your month is going. And I'm assuming it's gonna be like that pretty much until you hit all of your quarterlies. So we're just gonna go ahead and take this to the end of the book, and we're gonna see what we got at the end of the book. The pages are definitely not like a stark white. They definitely are more a little bit like, cream tones. They're like a light cream though. So then you enter after December. We're still in December. Oop, give me a second. Alright. Sorry for that. I forgot to leave the door unlocked. So you do get some note pages in the back. So after December, you get 2 blank pages. And then I think this is kind of like a My 100, similar to the one that's in the back of the Hobonichi. 1, 2, 3. And then you do get a very small section of empty pages in the back, which I'm probably going to use for pen testing, if I'm honest, just to kind of see how the pens are going to react before I put them in the actual notebook. So if you guys are interested in seeing a pen test, let me know and I'll be happy to film it when I'm going to get around to setting this beautiful planner up. I haven't really decided how I want to go about it, just because the way that it kind of breaks down the months to like the weeks, because the dailies are in the back, I feel like I'm gonna have to tab it, where it would be kind of like you have your months, the beginning of the month that goes into the weeks, and then tab the dailies. I feel like that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to like tab a lot of it. I feel like I'm gonna tab a lot of it, so I haven't really decided how I want to set it up. I did buy some stickers, I believe, from Dandelion Diaries, the Coffee Monsters Co., and then some really cute ones I saw off of Amazon to start decorating. But I'm not 100% sure if I want to like put stuff on the cover, because it's really nice. Like, I'm definitely going to make sure that this stays visible, but we're going to see how that goes during the setup video. Okay, back to regular scheduled programming. Yeah, so I'm not really 100% sure how I want to go about decorating it. If I want to get it like I did with my cousin, where I over decorated it, or keep it more simple, how I did with my A5 common planner, because I do feel like I'm gonna have about 3 planners in this 2026 lineup. One of them is like more memory keeping, so it's not gonna necessarily be like planning in it. The other one's gonna be like where my sloppy notes go. So I'm just trying to decide which one's which yet. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.